Hello, I'm happy to welcome you to the Fayetteville Public Library today for today's Mountain Street stage performance. Thank you all for being here and welcome to those of you watching on live stream as well. After the performance, if you could please take a moment to fill out the evaluation forms left on your chairs. Your feedback helps us plan future events. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce John Ford. John Ford is a roots musician who blends pre-war blues, old school country, and Southern gospel. He's released several albums, including his most recent album, Rollin' On, which came out earlier this year. Inspired by legends like Robert Johnson and Son House, he's here to bring the early blues to life for you. Please help me welcome John Ford.
Thank you. Sun rose this morning, didn't have my baby by my side. The sun rose this morning, didn't have my baby by my side. I didn't know where she was out with another guy. The sun looked so lonesome, sitting down behind a tree. The sun looks so lonesome, sitting down behind a tree. Don't your house look so lonesome when your baby back on barely? Yeah. Blow wind, blow wind, blow my baby back to me. Blow wind, blow wind, blow my baby back to me. If I don't find my woman, my heart's gonna be in misery. Goodbye, baby, I ain't got no more to say. Goodbye, baby, I ain't got no more to say. I know you don't love me, so go on and have your way. Blow and blow. Old Muddy Waters tune from 1953. Yeah. I usually do the older stuff, the old school blues from the 20s and 30s. Here's a couple songs from the 20s. This is a Leroy Carr song. Leroy Carr was a piano player from Indianapolis. And this song came out in 1928. It's called How Long Blues. How long, how long, has our evening time been gone? That long, how long, baby, how long, yeah. I went to the station, asked my baby why she leaving town. She was so disgusted, the way it could be found. How long, how long, baby, how long, yeah. I get the whistle, I see no train. Deep down in my heart, baby, that lies an aching pain. How long, how long, baby, how long, yeah. I get so disgusted, I'm feeling so blue. What did this world, baby, yeah, get mad to do? How long, how long, baby, how long, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. You gonna be sorry, you done me wrong. It will be too late, baby. Yeah, I will be gone. How long, how long, baby, how long, yeah. My mind gets a rambling, I'm feeling so bad. Think about the battle, yeah, they die, yeah. How long, how long, baby, how long, yeah. How long, how long, I doubt it, yeah, been gone. How long, how long, baby, how long, yeah. How Long Blues, Leroy Carr, 1928. You do some Georgia blues now from that same year, 1928. This is an old Blind Willie McTell song. You might know this song. You might know some of these songs. You might know a lot of them. But I'm going to try to do more or less the original versions, or at least tell you where they came from. Blind Willie McTell lived in Statesboro, Georgia, clue number one, for the first half of his life anyway. And he used to play out at the Jekyll Hotel, and the Jekyll Hotel is still standing. It's now the Statesboro City Hall, but and I've been there. And but if you walk in there, and there's a young girl at the front desk, and you ask her who Blind Willie McTell is, she doesn't know. So it's like, who's that? I'm like, yeah, he used to play here. He used to play it out on the front porch back in the day when all the tobacco growers would come into town. And this was back in the 20s and 30s, and he used to make dollar tips. People would give him $1, which was a lot of money back then. I remember my mom saying that her dad, and my grandpa died in 1939, and she said her dad would work all day for $2 and then spend the $2 on groceries. And buy $2 would buy 2 big sacks of groceries back in those days. There we go. Blind Willie McTell. Wake up, mama, turn your lamp down. Wake up, mama, turn your lamp down low. You see, you got the nerve to turn Papa John from State Bottom Blue. Yes, I did. Woke up this morning, hot damn State Bottom Blue. I looked over in the corner there, Grandma seemed up in 5 and 2. Papa died and left me restless. Mama died and left me wild. Wild, wild. Papa died and left me restless. Mama died and left me wild. Wild, wild. I ain't good looking, but I'm some sweet woman's honey child. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mama got him, Daddy got him, cousin got him, brother got him, no. Going up the country, baby, don't you want to go? Whoa, whoa, whoa. If I can't find a fairground, maybe I'll take 2 or 3 more. Yeah. Why come, Mama? Turn your lamp down low. Why could Mama turn your lamp down low? You see you got the nerve to turn Papa John from your door. Yeah. Statesboro Blues. Thank you. Yeah. I was playing in Tennessee about a month ago, and I had some friends that came to the concert, and I played that song, and I said, this song's from 1928, and my friend's wife, I guess her friend knew the Allman Brother version, but my friend's wife did not, and she said, and her friend was singing along. She's like, how do you know a song from 1928? But that's how. I'm going to do some Chris Smither. If you've ever heard of Chris Smither, he's kind of a blues folk guy, singer-songwriter. And I've seen him several times. I really like his music. And he signed my guitar twice, so I told him I'd do some of his songs. This is called Origin of Species. Leave told Adam, snakes I've had them. Let's get out of here. Let's face his family someplace out of town. Well, they left the gouting just in time with the landlord cussing right behind. And headed east, I finally settled down. One thing led to another. A bunch of sons won't kill his brother. And they kicked him out with nothing but his clothes. The human race survived, 'cause all them brothers have found where while they came from, ain't nobody knows. The Cayman flood go figure, like New Orleans, only bigger. Don't want who couldn't swim, wouldn't make it through. Well, the lucky ones were on the boat thing circus. Big and float and hope nobody pulls the plug on you. About it fit, that crowd was a mystery. And then down in the history, But these are things that didn't live on cakes and jam. Lies don't eat cabbage, and in spite of that old adage, I ain't never seen both lie down with a lamb. Well, I have, you know. Lamb didn't get very much sleep. That's what they say. Well, Charlie Darwin looked so far into the way things are. He got a glimpse of God's unfolding plan. God said we'll make some DNA and they'll use it any way they want. Buy me cigar, but right up to man. They'll have some mix up sections of the codes of life mutations. The whole thing worked like clockwork over time. I just sit back in the shade while everyone gets laid. That's what I call intelligent design. Yeah, you and your cat named Felix, warm up double and double helix, what we call intelligent design. Chris Smither, Origin of Species it's called. I'm going to do one for my album. This is the last song on the album. The album is called Rolling On. This song is called Southern Comfort. Listen to them buzzing of the freight train blow. Bob for child and do go moving, that's and slow. Everybody stops, cause everybody knows they got to come on in and sing and low. Bow to at the corner by the window shade. He's just a buzzing round the marmalade. Chickens in the Buick, they took and trade I mean, a Southern Comfort. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say man backs about the limestone hill. Got us just hanging out, getting their feel. Sing one out loud for Uncle Bill. If you don't do it, you do it way. Work if I was living back you old and gray. Jesus and the preacher making deal and pray. Oh, that's there, the end of the day, just me. Hey, a Southern Comfort. Hey, be a Southern Comfort, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, no. Woo-wee, baby, I'm taking no lie. Life is much better when the right blue sky. Set the spell, rest your feet. Let's go and fix something good to eat. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no. Piece of pecan pie, sweet tea. These and did the sun about the old tree. There's a good spot up there. Why would it be? Oh, hound dog and me. Yeah. Sack full of peaches, gospel song. Who's gonna get you out to sing it, Lord? Not me. Just Southern comfort. Hey, good old Southern comfort. Yeah, 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 yeah. Lord, Lord, Lord. Yeah, 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 yeah. Southern Comfort, original tune. This was from 1927, I think, 27 or 28. It's an old Henry Thomas song, we'll call it. Taj Mahal does this song a lot. It's called Fishing Blues. But you go fishing all of the time, baby, go fishing too. Bet you don't like that your sweet wife will catch more fish than you. Many fish bites if you can do it, baby. With a little tip that I like to put with my bow, with my mind, I'm a going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. We'll go on down to my favorite fishing hole, grab me a bull and lane. We'll pull out a big old 9-pound codfish, bring 'em on home. So supper time, I sing that the fish bites, if you can't do it, baby. With a little tip that I like to put with my bow in my line. I'm a going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Baby, about to run me out of my mind. Said, can I go fishing with you? Took 'em on down to my favorite fishing hole. Now, what do you think? We pulled the great big catfish out of the pond. He jumped and laughed, 'cause he was real gone to be in the fish baits if he got good bait. I'm a going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. Yes, sir. Put 'em in a pot, baby, put 'em in a pan. Cook 'em till they're nice and brown. Fix up a batch of buttermilk cold cakes. You mind up and chop 'em on down, singing that the fish bites if you can't go bait. With that little tip that I like to put with my bow in my line. I'm a going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. But you go fishing all of the time. A baby going fishing too. Bet your life that your sweet wife will catch more fish than you. Many fish bites if you got good bait. With a little tip that I like to put with my bow in my life. Now I'm going fishing. Mama's going fishing and my baby going fishing too. All right. Vision Blues, 1927, 28. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you. Song from 1948. We'll jump to the 40s. Guy named Maceo Merriweather. I've got this 78, a song called Worried Life Blues. And it's got somebody redid it probably back in the 90s. I want to say it was Eric Clapton and B.B. King. They made an album called Riding with the King, and they did this song on there. Worried Life Blues. Oh, Lordy, Lord. Oh, Lordy, Lord. It's so bad. Oh, lost to bar. But someday, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna worry about life anymore. So many days you better way. I'd have to worry most that and then. But someday, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna worry about life anymore. So many nights you've been alone. I'd have to worry, grieve my life alone. But someday, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna worry about life anymore. Whoa, whoa, Bob. Whoa, whoa, Bob, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Lord, 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 yeah. You're on my mind, every place I go. How much I love you, baby. Nobody knows. But someday, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna worry my life anymore. So that's my story. Son, I've got to say to you, goodbye, baby. I don't care what you do. But someday, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna worry my life anymore. So Lordy, Lord, oh Lordy, Lord, hurt me so bad for us to part. For someday, baby, yeah, 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 yeah. I ain't gonna worry my life anymore. Worried Life Blues, 1948. All right, hang on. It's an original tune. This is off of an album I did about 13 years ago. And we're recording this song with a band. It'll be on the next album, but it's called Carolina Blues. Zip, zip, and take the wheel. I got a hard time myself. The last station just faded away, and I get off the boat country cheese. I throw my feet up on the deck, take my car on back and play the Carolina Green in the country air. Body click and the best singing. Bounce by from drive out on day. Brother came to check him home. He's down in the old brown sack, dragging one of them Texas songs. You can sit in the geezer chair on the spell the thing don't good. Big don't plan for the 4th of July. Do or die, play at Chicago. Summertime just rolling along. Dave got paid, we both got burned. Driving 900 miles back to Arkansas. Without you and daughter again. 90 degrees in the pouring rain with the old smoke strap, the Union Jack, and sing a kick out the jams on the rooftop, baby. We're down to Clarksdale, Mississippi, a few years ago. Went to this place called Red's Lounge. You ought to go there. Saw this old guy named Leo Bud Welsh. He was 83 years old, and it was his birthday. He was having a party, as it was. And he sang this old gospel tune that I just fell in love with. Goes something like this. I don't know what you come to do. I don't know what you come to do. I don't know what you come to do. I come to clap my hand. You come to clap your hand. I come to clap my hand. I don't know what you come to do. Yeah. I come to stomp my feet. You come to stomp your feet. I come to stomp my feet. I don't know what you come to do. well. Going back to Carolina, going back to Carolina, going back to Mississippi, going back to Mississippi, yeah. Carolina Blues is called. Thank you. Hang on. Get this one out. It's a little different. This is the second song on the album. Song called The Ramblin' Life. Yeah. Like to play the blues from the preacher's son, dragging up strychnine in the church. Well, it don't bother me none. Got a good Christian razor and a minute for the thrill. I got a child in Louisiana, maybe two in Mobile. Maybe two in Mobile. I killed a man with a knife, dead he left in my back. Him Cherokee and Irish, but my daddy was black. Hey, that's pocket full of whiskey, straight raised in my shoe. I found in Mississippi, mojo, a time or two. You guess a time or two. Guess a time or two. Oh, death be waiting out the van, no doubt. It's a rambling life till the road runs out, till the road runs out, till the road runs out, Lord. Hey. In Alabama, the man got mad. He said $400 is all the money he had. I shot him twice as he walked to the ward. I said, living and dying between you and the Lord, between you and the Lord, between you and the Lord. Oh, death be waiting out the van on down. It's a rambling life till the road runs out, till the road runs out, till the road runs out. Yeah. trying to do all the things. Eat your biscuits, baby, eat your pork and beans. The devil come a crawling, I took his bed. You know the black cat and bone, if every one time, yeah. Well, I drink all your whiskey, drink all your gin, put some salt in your pocket, start you losing day again. I got you a nickel, I got it down right now. I play the devil's blues, I don't work no blow. I picked all your cotton, picked all your corn, and got no clothes for Sunday, all tattered and torn. I want a $100 suit and a Stetson hat, just like old Johnny Lee Hooker said. I like it like that, yes, I like it like that. I like it like that. Oh, they'll be waiting out the van all out. It's a rambling life till the road runs out, till the road runs out, Lord. Till the road runs out, till the road runs out, yeah. Song called The Rambling Life. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll do a Charlie Patton tune. Well, let's tune up a little bit. Charlie Patton tune from 1929. This was recorded in Richmond, Indiana in 1929. June of 1929. There was a studio up there called Jeanette. Well, there was the Jeanette record plant up there. And used to be the Star Piano Factory, if you've ever seen a Star piano. It was made in Richmond, Indiana. And then that turned a lot of furniture stores started making pianos, and a lot of furniture stores started having phonographs back in the day, and then they started having records to play on the phonographs. Well, and I usually play. I don't know if I'm from Cincinnati, and I usually play in Richmond, Indiana, about once a month, once every other month or so. And I've been to the place where this was recorded. It's a park now. They have one building left, from the old Jeanette Records, and I think they use that for events. But they have a park there, and they have a sign where the studio used to be. A lot of people recorded there. I think Lawrence Welk and Count Basie and Louis Armstrong also recorded at Jeanette Records. But Charlie Patton was from the Delta. He was from, I think around Leland and Cleveland, Mississippi, maybe. He's buried there anyway. So he was like a lot of those guys. They kind of moved around the Delta. Song called Pony Blues. Get up my pony, saddle my black mare. Get up my pony, saddle my black mare. Nigga rider out in this world somewhere. Hello, Central, to matter with your land. Hello, Central, to matter with your land. Yeah, yeah. Cobblestone last night toward the wagon down. Settling pony when I with the train. Yes, sir. Settling pony when I'm with the train. Get in the saddle, tighten up your rein. Brown-skinned woman, like something fair to me. Brown-skinned woman, like something fair to me. Yeah. Black-skinned woman, won't you come dance with me? Took my baby to meet the morning train. Took my baby to meet the morning train. Blues come down like a shower of rain. Something to tell you when I got a chance. Something to tell you when I got a chance. Don't want to marry, just want to be your man. Charlie Patton's Pony Blues. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. Yeah. Some Delta Blues. This is a song that nobody really knows who wrote this song. It has a lot of these songs. Nobody really knows who wrote them, and I think they credited the song to whoever recorded it first a lot of times. But there was a guy in the Delta named Mississippi Fred McDowell. He used to play on the folk blues circuits in the early 60s, or all through the 60s, I think. And he used to do this gospel tune. And people thought he wrote it, I think, a lot of times. He was a poor man. He used to work at the Stuckey's off of the Como exit of I-55. And the building is still there. I've been there, too. You can always tell those Stuckey buildings by the roof that they have. It's a real funky looking roof, and I think it's a modular home place now or something. But I went there and I said, you know, can I take a picture of this? And the guy's like, what do you want to take a picture of that building for? And I said, well, this old blues guy used to play, or used to work there. And Fred McDowell, when back in the day, back in the 60s, I guess, 50s, 60s, he used to work there, pump the gas, check the oil, you know, back when they used to do that. And I know a guy in Clarksdale, he just ran for mayor. His name's Bubba O'Keefe. And Bubba said his dad used to own that Stuckey's. And he said he used to sit out at the gas pumps with Fred McDowell, and Fred let him wash the windows, you know, while Fred pumped the gas. And so anyway, Fred he was a poor man. He didn't have a phone. So if you wanted to get hold of Fred McDowell, you had to call the Stuckey's, and he would usually answer it. He used to do this old gospel tune that I'm about to do all the time, and I guess people started thinking that maybe he wrote it. And when the Rolling Stones decided to put it on their Sticky Fingers album, I guess they thought Fred wrote it, or maybe they bought the mechanical rights. I don't know. But what I heard was they paid Fred, you know, the royalty fees for the song, and Fred was able to buy a house with the money he got from the Rolling Stones. Song called "You Gotta Move." You gotta move, Fred McDowell. Thank you. Thank you. We'll do a couple more songs, take a little break. This is a Lightning Hopkins tune. Sam Hopkins, they called him Lightning. Because I think he used to play with a guy named, way back, he used to play with a guy named Thunder, and the record company thought it would be, cool to call him Lightning. Lightning would, he'd record songs, but he didn't want to sign any contracts or anything. He wanted his money right then, and he charged $100 a song. So, somebody come in and pay him $500 to record 5 songs and sell the album and make millions of dollars. And Fred Lightning would get his $500, but he'd get it up front. I think a lot of those old guys probably did that too. I know Willie Dixon was one of the first ones to figure out that he could copyright a song and get paid royalties. Every time the album or the 78 was sold, he'd get money. Every time it was played on the radio, he'd get money. And I know a guy in Cincinnati, his name was Big Joe Duskin. He was a piano player, and I think he held a grudge because he thought that, I think a lot of the old blues guys thought that Willie Dixon stole their song, if they did it, maybe he didn't write. A lot of them he did write, but he copyrighted things, and he got paid for them, and they didn't like that, This is one called Blues in a Bottle. Blues in the bottle, blues in the bottle, snapping in my hand, oh, gone my bad luck so. Snapping in my head, looking for my woman, she gone with another man. Blues in the bottle, blues in the bottle, got me blue as I can be, Lord. Blues in the bottle, blue as I can be. Another man got my woman, but the blues got me. Blues come to Texas, blues come to Texas, coming near by land, doggone my bad luck so. Coming here by land, blues and the bottle, stop hugging my hand. Picked on my cotton, picked on my cotton, putting on my gun, doggone my bad luck so. Pulled on my corn, had these blues, pretty mama, since the day I was born. Had these blues, pretty mama, since the day I was born. Blues in a Bottle. more. We'll do one more and take a quick 10-minute break or something. No. I could do some Son House, but not that one. This is a Robert Wilkins tune. Reverend Robert Wilkins. He wrote this song in 1927. And I know he was, I forget when he died, but he was still around for the 1969 Memphis Blues Festival, because I know he played that. Because he had a son named John Wilkins that was playing in the Delta for a long time. I think he just died in 2020. This song's called That Ain't No Way to Get Along, and there was another song that he wrote called Prodigal Son. And basically, they're the same song, but different lyrics. So I happened to learn this one. I'm going home, friends said that. I tell my mama, sit down, tell my mama. Going on me, sit down, tell my mama. Going on me, sit down, tell my mama. And that's no way me to get along. Be low down with mama, treating you posing wrong. Mama treated me wrong, yeah. But low down with my mama, treated you posing wrong. Low down with mama, treated you posing wrong. And that's the way me to get along. They're treating me like my poor heart, bedrock and stone, bedrock and stone. Treat me like my poor heart, bedrock and stone. Treat me like my poor heart, bedrock and stone. And that's the way me to get along. That's that wasn't the freedom mama. Big your son was he dead and gone? Was I dead and gone? The big your son mama was he dead and gone? The big your son mama was he dead and gone? And that's the way me to get along. I stood by the roadside, I cried alone all by myself. I cried alone by myself. I stood on the roadside, I cried alone by myself. Stood on the roadside, I cried alone by myself. And that's no way me to get along. I wanted some take to come along, take me away from here, take me away from here. Some train to come along and take me away from me. Some train to come along and take me away from here. And that's the way me to get along. Yes, sir. That ain't no way for me to get along. We'll take a quick 10-minute break. Be right back. Start off with a song that's on the album. It's called Going to Louisiana. And the thought behind this song, I always wanted to write a song about this. Basically, the second half of the song is a story that I heard about Sonny Boy Williamson, the old harmonica player, and I can't think of his name now. Robert Lockwood Jr., if you've ever heard that name. Robert Lockwood Jr. knew Robert Johnson. He kind of hung around him a lot because his Robert Johnson was kind of seeing Robert Lockwood's mother. Let's put it that way. And so Robert Johnson taught some songs to Robert Lockwood that he never recorded, I heard. Anyway, Robert Lockwood Jr. and Sonny Boy Williamson, they used to play in the Delta, but they both lived in Helena. And so they would go across into Mississippi and play, and then they'd have to be back to the ferry by, I think, midnight. I think it was midnight the ferry closed down. And one night they were out in the Delta and had a gig, and they were running late getting back, and they were speeding a little bit and passed the police, and the police started chasing them, and they beat the police. Supposedly Robert Lockwood had a pretty good car, and he beat the police back to the river, took the ferry across, and the ferry closed down and didn't go back and get the cops. So the cops were left stranded, on the Mississippi side. And a side note to that was, and you might hear it in the song, the ferry captain, whatever you call him, was a guy named Harold Jenkins. You know that name? Harold Jenkins Sr. And Harold Jenkins Jr. became Conway Twitty, the country singer. Anyway, we'll do the song here. Going to Louisiana, it's called. Johnny Lee's throat is woman, gave away from his best friend. Son of a gun got lucky now and stole her back again. Thought I'm going to Louisiana, going to Louisiana, going to Louisiana, ride that southern train. We're gonna get that sugar cane. Had a job with the railroad back before the war. My breakfast in Atlanta, my dinner in Baltimore. Thought I'm going to Louisiana, going to Louisiana, going to Louisiana, ride that southern train. Gonna get that sugar cane. Oh, now West 61, there's a police man. He been chasing out since Lula with a pistol in his hand. Oh, I'm going to Louisiana, going to Louisiana, going to Louisiana, ride that southern train. Gonna get that sugar cane. Well, we saw Harold Jenkins, we took that ferry ride. We left that Mississippi highwayman sitting on the other side. I'm going to Louisiana, going to Louisiana, going to Louisiana, ride that southern train. We're gonna get that sugar cane. Yeah. All right. going to Louisiana, it's called. Original tune. Oh, yeah, and it's geographically not correct because they were going to Arkansas, but Arkansas didn't sound as didn't fit in the lyrics as well, it seemed like, so I chose Louisiana. Louisiana. I'll turn this up just a little bit. This song was originally from 1948. As it seemed like a lot of songs came out in '48. I think that's when they lifted the ban on making records, because during the war they shut down. They'd stopped making the records because they needed the acid or whatever they made the records out of. I forget what it was. They basically it used oil, I think, so they stopped that for a while. And '48 they lifted the ban on that, so a lot of songs came out in '48, '47. This was originally called Mercury Boogie by a guy named Casey Douglas, and he kind of did it faster because he called it Mercury Boogie, about the Ford Mercury car that was supposedly a good car for running moonshine. That's what somebody told me. I don't know if that's true or not. But I knew it from Steve Miller, the Steve Miller Band, who in the 70s at some point put it out, and they slowed it down and they called it Mercury Blues. If I had money, I'd tell you what I'd do. Go downtown by Mercury or two, 'cause I'm crazy about Mercury. Yes, I'm crazy about Mercury Ford. Oh, too bad making Mercury a cruise up and down this road, up and down this road, yeah. Good I love, I stole it from my friend. Fool got lucky, stole it back again, 'cause you're crazy about a Mercury. Yes, you're crazy about Mercury Ford. Go to about making Mercury cruise up and down this road, up and down this road. Yes, sir. Let me tell you, baby, you look so fine. Cruising in brown, in Mercury 49, 'cause you're crazy about a Mercury. Yes, you're crazy about a Mercury Ford. Go to about making Mercury cruise up and down this road, up and down this road, yeah. People went to town, didn't stay long. Bought herself in Mercury as she cruised it on home, 'cause she's crazy about a Mercury. Yeah, she's crazy about a Mercury Ford. Go to about making Mercury cruise up and down this road, up and down this road. Yeah, yeah. If I had money, I'd tell you what I do. Go town, Battenberg Grill too, 'cause I'm crazy Battenberg Grill. Yes, I'm crazy Battenberg Grill for it. Go to Battenberg Grill and cruise up and down this road, down this road. Battenberg Grill, cruise up and down this road, up and down this road. Go to Battenberg Grill, cruise up and down this road. Mercury Blues. Yeah. Do the first song on the new album. This was called "My Baby Don't Need No Ride." It's my attempt at hill country blues. Hill country blues is some guys that did that style were R.L. Burnside, Junior Kimbrough, people from Oxford, Mississippi, in the hills as opposed to the Delta. My baby don't need no ride. My baby don't need no ride. My baby don't need no ride. Got a man by her side. Got a man by her side. My baby don't need no ride. My baby done got a man. My baby done got a man. My baby done got a man. Everybody got to understand. Everybody got to understand. Baba, baba, yeah, Lord, Lord, yeah, 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 They call out a name, but don't you call out a name, but don't you call out a name. You know that drives a man insane. You know that drives a man insane. Baba, baba, yeah, Lord, Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, wow, yeah. Whoa, wow, 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 yeah. They hand on her head, don't you lay a hand on her head, don't you lay a hand on her head. My 44, that's what it said. My 44, that's what it said. Baba, baba, yeah, Lord, Lord, yeah, 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 yeah. My baby don't need no ride. My baby don't need no ride. My baby don't need no ride. Got a man by her side. Got a man by her side. My baby don't need no ride. Mama, mama, yeah, Lord, Lord, yeah, 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 yeah. My baby don't need no rides. Go. Well, we'll do a song you know. This is my version of a old Allman Brothers tune. And they wrote it. They did the original version of this song. I got to run to keep from biting, and I'm bound to keep on writing. I got one more silver dollar, but I'm not gonna let them catch me, no. Not gonna let them catch the midnight rain. I don't know the clothes I'm wearing, and the road goes on forever. I got one more silver dollar, but I'm not gonna let them catch me, no. Not gonna let them catch the midnight rain. But I'm not gonna let them catch me no more. Not gonna let them catch the midnight rain. I've gone past the point of caring, some more pain I'll soon be sharing. I got one more silver dollar, but I'm not gonna let them catch me no more. Not gonna let them catch the midnight rain. But I'm not gonna let them catch me no more. Not gonna let them catch the midnight rain. But I'm not gonna let them catch me no more. Not gonna let them catch the midnight rider. Oh, yeah. Midnight Rider. Allman Brothers. Ooh, thank you. This is a song I wrote. It's not on any of the albums yet. Maybe on the next album. It's called Running from the Delta. It's a story of Son House, the old blues singer. And a guy here in front requested a Son House song. And this is one I wrote about him and his buddy, Willie Brown. They used to play a lot in the Delta together. And it's the same Willie Brown that was mentioned in Crossroad Blues that Robert Johnson wrote. That Willie Brown. Son House wound up going up to Rochester, New York, I think sometime in the 40s to work for the railroad. And he kind of left the Delta behind. Willie Brown stayed in the Delta. And Willie Brown died in December of 1952. And according to Son House's biography, he went back to see him one more time in the fall of 1952. Went to Mississippi to see old Willie Brown. Made a beeline for his place the minute I got to town. Had to play some music, boy, we had a time. Like we did back in Grafton in 1929. The doctor said no whiskey, but he just wanted to taste. Willie was going down slow, I could see it in his face. Yes, sir, all my boys are gone quicker than airway. And I'm running from the Delta, still I think. More than 10 years later, my hands are shaking bad. Some of the worst times I think I ever had. They gave me that steel guitar and they learned me to play again. And the devil said, Mr. House, where the world you been? And I've been working on the railroad, trying to keep myself alive. And I can kill the man who cut you off in 1955. But I soon sought refuge in oblivion and a drink. And I'm running from the Delta, still I think. I play for the white folk. I don't think they know what it means to jump between the devil and the Lord. What it means to work 12 hours for me, no Captain Jack. He'd write his name all up and down your back. Well, I miss old Willie Brown every time I take a chill. Every time I get a bottle, then I'm howling at the moon. Every time I'm in the gutter and I smell that awful stink, well, I'm running from the Delta still, I think. I'm running from the Delta still, I think. Well, I'm running from the Delta still, I think. Running from the Delta, original tune. Yeah, we're running out of time. I'll say it again. I do have CDs in the back. CDs and some vinyl of the new album. If you want to pick up one of those. And then there's a clipboard back there if you want to sign up. I do put your email address on there. I do a newsletter once a week. I try to do it about once a week. If you want to find out where I'm playing, go to johnfordblues.com. I'm down in Texas next week. Yeah, we got about time enough to do we got to get this song in. You can't do the blues without doing Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson is probably one of the top three best known, I would guess, blues people, blues man. And this is probably his most famous song. The song I'm gonna do is Crossroad Blues, and it was recorded in November 1936 down in San Antonio at the Gunter Hotel. If you're ever downtown San Antonio, like by the Alamo, the Gunter, Gunter Hotel is where Robert Johnson recorded half of his material. The other half was recorded in Dallas at a warehouse, and it's close to downtown too. But in 2012, me and my wife decided, or I decided that I was going to go down to San Antonio, and I got a buddy that lives down there, and he had some connections with that hotel, and we rented room 414, where Robert Johnson recorded this song and Sweet Home Chicago and Dust My Broom and a lot of others. So I rented that room, but that room doesn't have a bed, so I had to get room 413 with a bed so we could sleep. And so we get there. I think it was a Thursday, and I was kind of late. We're kind of late getting there. We got there about 5 o'clock, and this lady was helping us up with our bags. Had the cart, and as we were going up, I said, "Yeah, I was hoping to get here a few hours earlier and get some recording done." So, because I brought an old reel-to-reel tape recorder, and that's what I was going to record with, try to make it authentic. Although they didn't record the tape back then anyway. But and on the way up, she said, "Oh, you got plenty of time." She said the spirits don't come out until about midnight. So I thought, oh man, what, And so my wife was in room 413, watching TV or something, and I was in room 414 trying to record some songs, and every little noise she made, I jumped, and I couldn't get anything done. So, but I recorded about 6 songs and put it out on an EP, I guess it's called, it's CD, and I've sold out of it a long time ago, but it's still on my website, or at least I think one No, I think you can still download it on my website. Anyway, well, I got to tell you this story. According to I read this in Son House's biography and read some snippets in other books about Robert Johnson. But so the story goes with Robert Johnson. When he was a teenager, he would follow Son House and Willie Brown around the Delta and watch him play. Robert Johnson couldn't play guitar at that point. He could play a little bit of harmonica, and that was about it. And he'd watch him, and then they would take a break and go outside. He would go up and grab their guitar and start trying to play, and bang it. And people would go out to Son House and Willie Brown and say, "You got to get that kid. You got to get him off that guitar. He's driving everybody out." And they'd come in and they'd say, "Little Robert," they call him Little Robert. "Little Robert, you can't be doing that. What if you break a string? Where are we going to get a string this time of night? Don't do that. Get out of here." So they would run him off, And so the years went by, and Robert Johnson's mother informed him that his real father was not the man she was married to. I think it was Charles Dodds. Maybe I'm going to get that wrong. Charles Dodd. But she said his real father was named Noah Johnson, and he lived down in Hazelhurst. So at some point, Robert Johnson went down to Hazelhurst to find his real father. And there are several stories about this, but the one I kind of believe, and one of the theories is that he went down there, and I don't know if he ever found his father or not, but he ran into a guy named Ike Zinnerman, and that guy was a guitar player, and he took him in, and he taught him he taught Robert Johnson how to play better, and Ike Zinnerman lived on East Road in Beauregard, Mississippi. I've been there too. And it's right across the road from the Beauregard Cemetery. And he would tell Robert Johnson, "Go over in that cemetery and you can practice all night long and nobody's going to bother you over there. Nobody's going to care if you're terrible or not, but just go over there and practice." And Robert Johnson did that. He'd go over in that graveyard, the Beauregard Cemetery, and practice all night long, So pretty soon he got really good and really fast, And then he goes back to the Delta sometime later. Some people say it's 2 years. Some people say it was a year or 6 months. Who knows? But he went back to the Delta, and he walked into a juke joint in Banks, Mississippi. Now, this is according to Son House. Son House and Willie Brown are playing, and they recognize it. It's like, "Oh, man, there's a Little Robert coming here to play again. He's, no, you can't play. Get out. Come on, man." And Robert had a guitar slung over his shoulder, and he said, "Just let me play one song, and then I'll go." And they finally relented after telling him, "No, sit down, get out of here," They finally relented and let him play one song. And Son House says himself, he said, everybody's jaw hit the floor. They could not believe how good Robert Johnson had got in such a short time. Therefore, he must have sold his soul to the devil to be able to play guitar that good, that fast. They couldn't figure that out. They say he wrote this song. He probably heard this parable when he lived in Memphis, when Robert Johnson lived in Memphis. His sister, who wrote that book, Brother Robert, that came out just a few years ago, with the third picture of Robert Johnson. She had the third picture of him, and everybody, up until then, there was only 2 pictures of him. And she said that he probably heard the sermon of the Crossroads. And I swear I've heard that when I was a kid. You go to church and you hear, which path are you going to take, And he probably wrote this song kind of based on that sermon. Crossroad Blues. Down to the crossroad, down on my knee. Down to the crossroad, down on my knee. Beg the Lord for mercy. Say, poor Bobby, please. Down to the crossroad, try to fly game right. Down to the crossroad, try to fly it right. Nobody seems to know me now. Everybody just passed me by. The sun going down, boy. So I ain't gonna catch me again. The sun going down, boy. So I ain't gonna catch me again. Well, I ain't got my sweet rider, no, no. All to love and care. That's all right. You keep running to my friend poor Willie Brown. Run, you can run, baby, to my friend poor Willie Brown. Go down to the crossroads, though. People, I'm saying, yeah, that. Crossroad Blues, Robert Johnson. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. We'll do one more song, call it a day, I think. Let's see. Let's go out with this is a Bobby Blue Bland song from 1957. Further on down the road, some are gonna want you like you wouldn't be. Further on down the road, some are gonna road. Just you wait and see. You got to reap just what you sow. That don't say it is true. You got to reap just what you sow. That don't say it is true. Just like you mistreat someone, someone gonna mistreat you. And I get that for pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. And I get that for pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you'll find out I wasn't lying. Further on up the road, when you're lonely and blue. Further on up the road, when you're lonely and blue. You're gonna ask me to take you back, baby, but I have somebody to do. Further round up the road, some are gonna hurt you like you hurting me. Further on up the road, some are gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further round up the road, just you wait and see. Thank you all very much.